Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Z James. This is the 32 Workshop, and this beside me is my 1993 Nissan 300ZX convertible. That is my weekend car, autocross car. This video is going to be pretty much something I just want to show off to you guys that I got. I'm not 100% done with it yet. I just want to show off and get them on the car. I'm missing one at the moment because of an issue at the manufacturer / shipping. Let me show you. So as we can tell right now on this car is I have GTR wheels, R34s. These are 18 by 9. Everyone knows the 300ZX is 5 by 114.13. What I have on here for right now are for rubber is Indy Firehawks by 255 35 R18s. That's all the way around on all four corners, so a square setup. These tires are aged out. I have chewed up all life in them. There isn't much left. This is, I'll show you too when I start pulling them off. I am not down past the wear bars. They are done. They're done so. In fact, I think one of the rears I'm actually starting to show not cord but through the other rubber. But I'm going to replace them. And I'm replacing them with something very nice. And hopefully they fit, because I spent a lot of money on it and everything else like that. What I am replacing them with is, bam, these guys. Enkei TS-5s. These are the 18 by 9.5 with a 38 plus 38 offset. And I am putting Falken Atenzas. So here, Falken Atenzas, RT615K pluses. These are a 265 35 R18. And as you can see, that is a nice square meaty setup on these. I have 3. The issue is the 4th one I had through my guy that I buy stuff from. One came in with a nick right there. Did not come in shipping. It had to have happened at the factory. So he's getting me another one and getting the tire put on. It's going to take a couple days, so I won't have them for my next event. But I'm driving a different car than this one. But this is what I'm going to be putting on the car. Let me take a look and show you what this looks like. Okay, so those are the R34 wheels, which, to be honest with you, are going to be my daily shoes or stuff I wear for the car. But here, I'll show you what these kind of look like on the car. In the front, I'm hoping they work. If not, I'm going to make them work. As you can see, that's what that's going to be like. I did a bunch of testing on these to see how, I won't say testing, but I did a lot of research on figuring out make sure these would fit. It's going to be tight. I'm probably going to have to be modifying something in the wheel well because it's real tight right now with the 255. I'm going just a little bit bigger with another 1/2 inch in the wheel width and a 265. So, and these are real close to the same size as factory. I was really trying to keep that same rolling diameter. Now this is slightly bigger, not by a lot. It's the width that really gets you, because the factory wheels on a convertible, if I remember right, are 225s. 225 45 R16s. So this is significantly bigger. I'm putting these on. I don't have the center caps in yet, and the center bore is bigger. I've got concentric rings to go with them, which are these guys right here, which will go on the back side of the wheel. I will not slam these in yet. I want to make sure they fit the hubs first, make sure they're the right size. And I am not using the nuts that I currently have on these. I'm using this. This is also from my supplier who did this for me. R68 Super Tuner nuts. These are an open face. I really wanted a closed face, but he couldn't get them at the moment. And I really didn't want locking because these is a race setup. These look very nice. Just so you know, real pretty. Come with a tool to get these off, get these on and off. So, and I also picked up, these are the boxes for the center caps for the Enkei. Let's see if I can open one up for you. I will snap these on later. So that's the center cap. I will put that on later, to be honest with you. I'm more concerned about getting fitment in the rear, which I'm going to be doing here. Taking this rear tire off and trying, because I think that's the one that's bad. And then we're taking this front passenger's side off to see if I can make sure things don't hit. because if they do, I get to modify, because that's what I'm running. I already bought these. The gentleman I did see on Facebook who had this exact same setup, except he had the same wheel, which is the TS-5s and a 9.5 and an 18, but he ran 275s in the rear and 245s up front. I want to run a square setup so I can flop at events or after events to get even wear everywhere. That being said, my buddy also gave me some spacers here. These are 5mm. These are like an 8mm. I'm going to try them to see if they fit, to get some spacing on this, to make sure everything works correctly. Make sure there isn't hits. I'm more concerned with suspension components at the moment. Everything should be fine. Like I said, I'm going just a smidge wider. If I remember right, the R34's wheels that I have, the GTR wheels, they're 18 by 9.5. I want to say a plus 45 on the offset. If that's wrong, someone fix me. I'll put it in the description below what they actually are. And they work great. I got them on a hell of a deal locally, but they are pretty curb rashy and nasty. I do want to get them sent out at some point in the future because they are very, here in the United States, hard to come by and expensive. Well, it's just hard to come by, they're just expensive. I'm just trying to get something more cheaper. Everything else on the car for autocross events. And I just think that that storm gray that they came in for the Enkeis, or E-keys? Yeah, I'm saying that right. It looks fantastic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some hyperlapse of me jacking the car up, taking the wheel off, putting the rear on to see what it looks like for clearance. And then I'll do the same with the front and do any testing to make sure if anything hits. If there is, I'm just gonna have to make it fit. It is, at this point, it's not cutting, but it's bashing, making things fit. The fender should be fine. It's more the fender liner is where I'm concerned. And I may need to get a new alignment after this to put some more caster to pull the tires forward, perhaps. Because I can always go forward with the adjustments I have. I've got a Z1 Street polyurethane tension rods, which will allow me to pull that caster more forward, but you'd have to adjust everything else, and I just have to go to my alignment shop guide to make that happen. But I need to make sure I get everything set up first before I go do that. So let's go take a look. We just got on hyperlapse, so 3, 2, 1, woo! Boink. Boom. Woo. All right, as you can see, everybody, rear tires on. I didn't go super tight in the lug nuts yet. I put the concentric ring on first, onto the hub, then to see this. I don't have the center cap on yet. Tighten these down. These look pretty good. I was just checking everywhere for fitment. As you can see up front, it's pretty damn tight. But in the rears, plenty of room. And I was checking, I don't know if you guys can see in there, though. I got a light for y'all. Wanted to show you. See, there is plenty of room back there. And on the bottom side here, let's take a look at those two. Nothing here. Up there is fine. Plenty of clearance. So this should work. I'm gonna lower her down and just see how she sits as she sits, as she rests on the ground. To me, I think these are gonna look pretty damn cool and be a lot better than my worn out, aged out Indy. All right, still no clearance issues. Actually, plenty more room up front. Let's check the insides. Still plenty of room and everything. I don't know, other than tightening everything down, this should be good to go. Let's take a look here. clear, clear, clear. There's the counties. There's the iBox springs, the Nisbo rear arms, and Stillman rear sway bar, SPCs. The oh yeah, lots of stuff done to this car. So that, sirs, looks freaking fantastic on this car, in my opinion. But the rears were never going to be in question. If anyone's asking for flush fitment, you know, honestly, that's pretty good. And this should canter in when she goes up, so it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I got plenty of room. I'm not going to lower this car anymore without something else. Don't do it. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I'll have to get the center caps on and torque the lug nuts down, but that looks pretty dang good in my opinion. We're going to do the front now. So 3, 2, 1, woo! Boom! Off time off, guys. As you can see, this is still jacked up. This is the front. It's tight up front. She spins freely, and hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna get some light in here for you. The upper control arm there. Boy, it's tight. Hang on. You can see that there's light. It is absolutely skin tight through there. Let's see if we can better way that like that. Does that work? Show you guys. So she will not hit at the moment. So that was my first concern. I still may put a spacer on this yet. I might do like a 5 mil just to pull it away from that upright right there. Now let's see how she does with a rotation first. See if she hits, because I'm concerned with the front and the rear when she's down. So let's see if I can get a little bit of light there for y'all. Right there's where I'm concerned with. Not hitting, still plenty of room. Backside is plenty. I think this is gonna work, boys and girls, but we're still not done testing yet. Let's go all the way, full tilt. And not below the car down. Let's go to lock. That is lock. At the moment, she doesn't hit there. She doesn't hit back here. Plenty of room on the backside. Let's go check the rears when we counter rotate the other way. Hopefully you guys can see this without too much hassle. Rotate the other way. Kind of tight. Still got a fingers width here, so let's keep an eye on it. Not 100% yet. By the way, this still isn't with the car suspension down. This is just me doing some preliminary testing. So locked. That is locked. Looks like that's not going to be a problem. I'm just concerned with this bulge right there. So let's pull it back all the way out. When I start, might rip that and see what happens. So right there is probably the tightest it's going to get. Yep, I got about a 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to lower the car down, get it straightened, and lower the car down, and then give it a try again. Well, that's straight. So plenty of room. Let's lower the car down, see what happens. It's got some pressure on it now, so I can at least torque these lug nuts up a little bit more than what I had before, which was just somewhat tight. These will not be torqued yet for driving. These are just being torqued up for me so I can put some weight and test to make sure things don't hit. By the way, I'm loving these lug nuts. These are fantastic. I'm gonna do a shout out to Penguin's Garage in Iowa City. He's the one who ordered this stuff up for me. Doing a fantastic job. All right, let's go all the way down. All right, still no issues here. I'm concerned back here because you saw this gap get eaten up. And that upright is super tight, but it works. So let's do some spinning of the car here and see what happens. Let's turn the wheel. Suspension's all the way down. Half turn. Plenty of room up front still. It's because this has been moved out around a little bit. I can fix that. Let's go all the way. I mean, start the car, guys. That's really hard to do without power steering. Plenty of clearance. Rear side, plenty of clearance. Uprights are not doing too bad. Let me start the car up, just so I can turn the wheel a lot easier. As you can see, plenty of room in the backside. Hopefully, front's a little tight. Should clear though. Not gonna hit. Let me get on the suspension. Not that I've ever tripped full lock on suspension drop. But looking good. Let's go back the other way. Now you can see where I'm concerned with right there. Still plenty of room. Front's not bad. Let's take a look. Plenty of room still. At least the passenger side is working. Lock. spin that gap right there. And it looks like it's good. Nothing's rubbing. Everything's doing its job. Come on up. Let's straighten you back up. Shut the car back down. So, this seems to be success at the moment. At least a partial 50% pass rate at this point. Sorry about that. Oh, boom. So here's the side. 255, 35 R18s on GTR wheels. Front and rear, Indy 5 Hawks 500s. That's what the setup is. New setup that I'm going to is a 265. And let me just show you the car in general here. So you guys, this is, to me, looks pretty, not to use a term that I shouldn't be using, dope. It's pretty cool. That is absolute gangbusters tight on the top. I don't think any other different tire you would have to re-verify, and the answer to that would be to pull it out 5 millimeters, which is going to affect there and there for stuff. So yeah, this is fantastic. I'll get a weights up too. I want to weigh these wheels compared to the factory ones. Oh, hang on, let's get you set up again. I want to weigh these wheels compared to the factory ones, but I like these. These should be good. Hopefully they do great at the autocross. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. Hope you guys like it, because this looks really nice. And hopefully other people can replicate what I'm doing with my stuff, because I do believe this is about as big as you're going to get on the fronts without doing some major modifications. And even then, I'm doing modifications with factory adjustable stuff. Not factory, but adjustable stuff to get the cast and camber right, to get everything lowered up. But yeah, 9.5 inch wheel, 18 Enkei, TS-5s with a plus 38 offset, I do believe. So these look amazing. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. And if you made it to the end, thank you very much. Once again, my name is Z James, and this is Z32 Workshop, and I hope to see you in the next video or in the comments. Take care. Bye.